Hi guys, welcome to my channel. We are going to be watching Riverdale Season 5, Episode 10. Now the title that Google is showing me is in German, I believe. So I have absolutely no idea what it says, but I did translate it with Google, and it's translated to Pincushion Man, so I'm going to assume that's the name of this episode. So if you would like to follow me on Twitter or would like to watch the full reactions over on my Patreon, the links are down below. Let's get into this episode.
This one's for all you night owls burning the candle at both ends.
This one is one of my all-time favorites.
Duran Duran, top 5 for me.
Oh. I'm okay with this. I think they'd be cute.
Sorry, I should go.
I'll go. I have school tomorrow, so I gotta get to those damn kids.
Totally. I will see you later then.
I was thinking, since I'm in town, it might be nice to get to know your family better.
Well, with Polly missing, my mom is pretty much my family and the twins. But I wanted to tell you, I asked Jughead Jones to meet us at the FBI office. He's been helping me with the case.
This is an official FBI investigation now. No Jugheads allowed. Tell him.
Okay. So what is your strategy moving forward?
Yeah, the Lonely Highway is 200 miles long. How many rest stops are along it? How many stretches of beaches or marsh? How many cul-de-sacs?
Okay, yeah. I get it. There's ground to cover, so let's start covering it.
We already have. I've got 10 agents on the Lonely Highway, searching every lot, field, and ditch.
Okay, so shouldn't I be canvassing with them?
No. I need your expertise here with something I'm surprised you haven't brought up yet. Your father. Look, some of the remains date back to when he was still alive and actively killing people.
But there have been murders since he died. We should be looking for someone in their 50s or older.
Or you buy my theory that it's an assortment of killers. What if your dad was one of many?
What exactly do you want me to be doing?
Didn't your father undergo extensive analysis while he was at the Sherwood Asylum?
Yeah.
Well, let's start with reviewing those tapes.
They're bringing her dad back into this?
Since you finally picked up, does this mean you've signed the divorce papers?
No, Veronica. I'm your husband, and you're my wife. And what we went through binds us for life. You know that.
For God's sake, Chad. Stop wasting my time and sign the damn papers.
It's also time to harvest our sweet, sweet sap, which will in turn become this year's bounty of maple syrup. What is it? I'm Shooketh. Our maple trees have always provided.
This is your fault. You are not meant to be happy. The curse won't allow it. The maple groves will be nothing but a burden on us. Barren. We must pray for deliverance.
The only praying that needs to happen is for sanity, which you seem to be sorely lacking. Ta-ta, Nana.
So she has to be miserable in order for the maple trees to
great
make
news, pal.
maple?
Pop Culture Weekly wants something more sensational than what you've been writing about.
Yeah, aliens is a metaphor for trauma. I'm still trying to get underneath that.
Great, but listen, they usually give this slot to Stephen King. You know, maybe you could try channeling him instead of Raymond Carver. Bye, Jones.
You betrayed me at that football game.
Mr. Lodge, you're right. It won't happen again. You have my
So
loyalty.
you're still sticking here?
Mea culpa, but that football game sparked some life to the former town of Riverdale.
What can I do to redeem myself?
Why would you want to?
Do you know what palladium is, Reggie?
It's like gold, right?
Only rarer and more valuable. I've been digging for it behind my prison walls, but the palladium vein beneath it is completely tapped and is yielding next to nothing. Now we need to move to the vein underneath the Blossom Maple Groves. Luckily, I have an idea that will take care of the prison and help bring about Riverdale's ruination.
What do you need me to do?
I'll handle the prison. You give me those groves.
I nominated you for a Silver Eagle Medal for your last mission, for acts of bravery under enemy fire and overwhelming odds.
All due respect, sir, but that mission was a disaster. I lost 10 men.
But you saved Corporal Jackson's life, carried him 14 miles on your back.
Sir, I appreciate this, truly, but accepting an honor for that mission just doesn't feel right to me.
I'm sorry to hear that, Sergeant, but you will be accepting the Silver Eagle, and that's a direct order. Now, brief me on how your recruitment efforts are going.
When issued an order, do you follow it without question?
Sir, yes, sir.
Good answer. What if you don't believe in that order? What is your responsibility then? What do you do?
You follow the order, Sergeant Andrews. No questions asked.
Anyone, even a general, is capable of making a wrong call, sir.
I know you've met Betty. She and I had a terrible breakup back when I was in high school, and I never really recovered from it. And then my most recent relationship was more toxic than nuclear waste.
It was pretty
Define
goddamn
toxic.
tame, if you ask me.
Well, then, as they say, let's just be friends.
So as your friend, can I ask you my favor?
Sure.
So Pop Culture Weekly wants to run an excerpt on my new book, which is great, but having bad writer's block. A lot like when I was back in New York before I even finished The Outcasts.
Oh, what did you do back then?
Maple mushrooms. Had some psychedelic visions. And when I came to, I had written 500 pages.
By ingesting magic fungi?
I have some personal trauma that I can't access. And I'm hoping that these maple mushrooms will allow me to break through to it. So I need someone that I trust to just watch over me and make sure I don't get into any trouble while I'm under.
I'm sorry, Jughead, but I can't help you with this. As your friend, I don't think you should be doing psychedelics alone or with me.
You don't owe him anything.
I do. A few years ago, Chad and I went to a party on Marcia's Vineyard. We had too much to drink and got into a terrible fight. And I was so angry that I wished he would just die.
You had a dark thought. So is everyone.
True, but that night, we got into the helicopter to fly back to the city.
Oh, that's
Chad
what
was
I
at
had
the
there.
stick. Something malfunctioned, and the next thing I know, I'm waking up in Columbia Presbyterian Hospital.
What? The helicopter crashed? You didn't do anything wrong.
I did. I wished him dead. And
But
then
he
I
didn't
stayed with
die.
him out of guilt. Now, I have to face him, Archie. If only to get closure. And once all of this is behind us, we'll be free to be together.
Your principal seems to think that you pushed your classmate Jerry down some stairs on purpose.
Jerry said Mommy was dead.
Jerry got a concussion and he broke his shoulder. And it could have been much, much worse.
Juniper, Dagwood. He could have died.
Why they look happy about that?
How dare you, Nana? These groves were my birthright, and you had no right to sell them.
Well, the groves are worthless, and now we've passed them on. The curse shall be upon them.
There is no curse.
Great. No, but I moved. I'm in Riverdale now. Could you send a runner out this way? That's awesome, man. Cool. You were the best. Thanks.
Oh, Jughead. Gonna do the shrooms.
I've been investigating your CO, General Taylor, who I believe sent you on a dirty mission. Can we meet?
Oh.
Family of Darkness, varying displays of the
Writing a
serial
story?
killer gene in the Cooper family tree. Glenn, what is this?
It's my dissertation.
About me and my family?
The Coopers are a perfect case study of nature versus nurture. You and Charles both have the genes. He's a serial killer, you're not. Your father didn't have the genes, but he was a murderer. Why?
Glenn, people are dying. People are dying on the lonely highway, and you're working on a term paper? Is this why you came to Riverdale?
I came for both reasons.
Okay, fine. Then I quit.
You're not gonna do that.
Why not?
You need me to find your sister.
What, you're not gonna do your
Besides-
job if she quits?
Are we having a good time here?
Yeah. Yeah, you deserve that, 100%.
Does that answer your question?
I think General Taylor's trying to get ahead of this investigation. And I think that mission I led was shady. And now he's trying to turn it into some kind of heroic event.
Yeah, well, it'll be harder to discredit a mission that's being celebrated and splashed all over the news.
So what do I do?
Do you want to be the guy who helps sell the cover-up? Or do you want to be the guy who stands up against it?
I won't disrespect the sacrifice my men made.
Good. You hold on to that. Even if you're called before the Senate.
How are you holding up?
It's kind of strange in here, Arch. Something's brewing. You can feel it. Like a riot.
All right, well, keep your head down and lay low.
I asked for the Groves, and you delivered. Welcome back to the fold, Reggie.
We did, but not now, right?
When do we start to dig?
Let's say 2 weeks. But first, we savor tonight's fireworks at my jail.
Nice try, you simpletons. But you'll be shocked to learn the contract you have is totally devoid of meaning. I had Nana Rose declared legally senile half a decade ago. She has no power to do anything. Now, it's time for you to accept the fact that you will never get my precious Groves. Toodles!
Mr. Lodge,
No excuses. Just fix it.
Jess, what are you doing here?
Surprised to see me, Jones. I guess Feedy didn't mention that I'm his new runner now?
No, he didn't.
Yeah, when he told me you asked for maple mushrooms, I got nostalgic.
What do you say, Jones? One last trip for old time's sake. Baby, are those the shrimps we're doing? Excuse me, who the hell are you?
I'm his new girlfriend. Yeah, I'll take it from here.
That'll be $500 for the fun guy.
Is there any way that you can spot me, Jess?
Typical Jones.
Of course not.
You have a week. Or
Oh,
else
I
I'll
guess you
come
will.
looking for you.
Did I miss something?
Clearly, there's no talking you out of this. But only this once.
Chinese food by candlelight.
You said you'd have dinner with me. And since this might be the last night I see you, I wanted it to be special.
That's sweet. But you left out the part where you blackmailed me into coming with compromising photos.
Veronica, please. It's just dinner.
Mm-hmm.
We can talk about the good times, too. Wasn't all bad, was it?
We had our moments.
I wouldn't eat or drink anything that he gives me
Voila.
because who knows what he did to that
maple
stuff
mushrooms
before she
into
showed
a
up.
sauce.
Pop's very first psychedelic cheeseburger. I like it.
Delicious.
He's worried.
You don't have to stay with me here the whole time. You can just check in periodically.
Okay. See you later.
Our wedding song.
First time we danced as husband and wife. Would you do me the honor of making it our last two?
Don't fall for his games, girl. He's just trying to be sweet now and wooing to keep you. And then he'll go right back to what he was before.
Veronica.
The night of the accident, you didn't crash on purpose, did you?
Why would you ever think that? We almost died.
Because then we'd be together forever. In a different way.
All I ever wanted to do was just make you as happy as you make me.
I signed the papers right before you walked in. I told you. Just want one last night together.
Thank you, Chad.
I would look at the papers.
Tonight's making me happy.
Tick. Tick. Boom.
Boy, Cheryl's mom is out.
If you won't sell them now, maybe you will after they're burnt to a crisp.
Well, that fire is fake as fuck. With him standing there like that.